everybody, welcome and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is a video that I have always wanted to film, but I didn't have, the strength, the courage. But you know what, now I don't give two cares what anybody does other than myself. As long as I'm good, I don't really care anymore, because I just, what's the point of caring, you know? As long as my two parents are happy, and as long as I'm happy with myself, and as long as my family is happy, I'm good. So, today we are going to be dragging my 9th grade teachers. No, there's actually a few of my 9th grade teachers that I would be in their class again, and I do have a few of them probably will be in their class again. And they were really nice, so I'm not going to be dragging them, but I'm just going to be generally going through each class and each teacher and telling you what I didn't like about it. Today's video is probably going to be a little bit of a longer video because I do have a lot to say. If you're a teacher and you're watching this, just know I'm not going to call out any names specifically, but I will say what subject they teached and what I didn't like about it. And if the shoe fits, wear it. So, yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and get on into the video. Roll the intro. So, today we're going to be dragging some people. We're going to be gratifying some people. You know, we're going to be giving them, you know, chef's kiss. And I feel like this is the best way to do it. So, I can't believe that I'm actually about to do this. So if you didn't watch my last video, I am wearing the same shirt that I was wearing in that video because these were filmed on the same day, and I don't know what day this video is going to be uploaded. But I basically sorted my school supplies from 9th grade, what's going into the burn pile, what's staying with me, and that's what encouraged me to do this video. So today we're going to be ranking my 9th grade teachers. First off, we're going to start with first semester. I took Math 1, English 1, physical education, and health, and I also took earth science. So first off, we're going to start with my first period, which was earth science. It was my first ever class I took in high school. The teacher was really chilled, laid back. We didn't really have no issues. I really liked the teacher. He was just I don't know, he was really a cool teacher. I really liked his method of teaching. He did some things where we had to independently read that I enjoyed, because I don't like reading as groups. You know, some teachers would have put us in groups and made us read by ourselves, but I liked that he let us read by ourselves instead of in groups. And he would let us watch movies, let us watch videos, and we would do little assessments on it. We took a field trip to the graveyard, which is definitely the most out there field trip that I've ever took. But I enjoyed his class. I made a really good grade on the final exam, and I passed his class, so that was good. Moving on to my second period, Math 1. Hold on. I'm about to talk a lot during this one. So, starting off, you know, the first few weeks was really great with my Math 1 teacher, you know. She was a really bubbly person. She was, you know, just always happy, always great. And then something happened in her life, her personal life. And just because I won't want anybody, you know, discussing my personal life, I'm gonna leave that part of the video out. But let's just say her marriage may have ended on some bad terms. And after that happened, she just snapped. There was days where she was completely fine, you know, she seemed like the original teacher, but then there was days where she was like, "Rawr," and she was just so aggressive and so sarcastic. And one thing that I am not gonna do in 10th grade is teachers are not finna be sarcastic with me. Either you're gonna answer my question, or I'm gonna go ahead and take that as a yes, and I'm gonna go ahead and do it. But in 9th grade, she was too sarcastic for me. Especially after them first few weeks passed and that thing happened, she was just any question you asked her, she would bounce back with some smart answer. And I didn't appreciate that, because if I asked you a question, genuinely, I'm asking you a question, or else I won't waste my breath to ask you a question. And why are you gonna sit here and pop off at me when I'm trying to ask you a question? You're a teacher, do your job. I'm trying to ask you a question, answer my question. But let's count how many times I said question in that one sentence. Anyways, moving on. So I didn't really like her teaching style. It was not from me. We did a lot of group work. I don't like group work. Especially like in the first semester, none of my friends were in that class, so I didn't like group work. Some people might like it. I like doing my work by myself and knowing that I'm gonna, get my own grade, get the grade that I made, not that my group made for me. So I didn't really like her class. In the class, I didn't like her teaching style. And especially after them first few weeks when she started popping off and giving these little smart replies, that's when I really decided I really did not like that class. But ninth grade Kaden is a much different Kaden than we have today. I matured a lot. I found out a lot about myself. And altogether, now I would not have put up with that. But back then I did, because I was genuinely, like a good little student. But anyways, moving on to third period. Third period was health and PE. In health and PE, the teacher was okay. He had his days but we all have our days. But, that math 2 teacher, her day was every day. But, he was okay most of the time. I really liked the PE portion. We did a lot of fun activities. But when we would go outside, we would only work out for we would work out for 45 minutes and only have 15 minutes to do a game or something. And then we'd have to come back inside because it would be time to change. And I'm like, why are you going to make us work out and then we only get a 15-minute game? We can only play 2 rounds. And it was just really frustrating for me. The PE portion, I didn't really like all the projects that he made us do, but I did good on all the projects because, I am, I just been good at projects. I've been good at projects. That's just me. And I always can ace a project. But I didn't really like the PE portion, the physical education portion. But the actual outside fun portion, where we would play games, it was the health portion. Now, let me reverse that. I like the physical education, where we were outside exercising and playing games, but I didn't like the health portion. And when I was outside, playing games and stuff, that's the only thing I could say about his class. The first semester, now second semester, we'll get into that. But in the first semester, I didn't like the health portion. It was just really boring and dragged on to me. But anyways, we'll move on from that. And for fourth period in the first semester, I had English 1. English 1, the teacher, she was very nice. I really liked her. She is definitely my favorite teacher from 9th grade that I had. Just because she was really nice. She never did catch an attitude with you unless you had an issue with her. She teached in a really interesting way that I've never had a teacher to teach. And she was my first English, real English teacher that I've had for a full semester since 5th grade. So I really enjoyed her class, and we read some interesting books. We got to watch movies. And, she's just the kind of teacher that I like. If you don't mess with me, I'm not going to mess with you. So I really enjoyed her, and she would tell us story times. Her class was really fun. But yeah, moving on to second semester. First semester was definitely better than second semester, but we're going to get into that. So for first period and second semester, what class did I have? Oh, I had physical science. This teacher, we didn't do anything in his class other than take notes and make foldables. Anybody who was in that class, y'all disagree? No, because that's all that we did in his class. And then he was just he was a character to have to deal with. He would constantly get him out for no reason. One day his coffee spit on his computer and he got mad at the class. He started yelling. I just walked out of class. It was time to go. I just walked out. And he started yelling. I could hear him when I was walking out. And I was like, you know what? That's your fault. Take accountability. You was constantly down our throats about taking accountability. Well, you don't even take accountability for spilling your own drink. Anyways, I digress. But then for second period, I had math 2. The teacher was worse the second time around. It was the same teacher for math 1. And she was definitely something. She still had the smart replies. If anything, that had got worse. And this is really towards the end of that class is when I was starting to get tired of it. But I still kind of handled it. Now, my best friend, Abigail, she was in my math 2 class. And I really enjoyed group work this time around because I had a friend. And most of the time we worked together. But sometimes she'll be putting us with people who we didn't even know. And I didn't like that because most of them people at early college I don't like. If you ain't in my immediate circle or somebody I talk to at least once a week, I don't like you. Sorry. There's my 3 friends that go out there, and then there's like 2 or 3, 5, 6, 7, 8 people who I actually like. But other than that, all them other 50 people, don't be acting like we friends because we not. I don't like hardly none of them people out there other than them 5, 6, 7, 8 people that I do hang around with and I do talk to. If I don't come up to you and start a conversation, if it's the other way around, you coming up to me starting a conversation, I don't like you. But anyways, moving on. So for 3rd period, we have freshman seminar. As you can tell from my cleaning out my book bag video, if you watched that one, that class was trash. Did not enjoy. Would not recommend that class. I didn't learn anything about myself like I was supposed to. The class was a waste of my time. I cannot say that I enjoyed it. The projects were garbage. I mean, I don't know what else I have to say about that class. You know, that class was trash. The teacher, oh, let me tell you about the teacher. He was the same teacher from health and PE, but his whole demeanor was a little bit different this time around. He would always be like so butthurt if something would happen, and I don't get it. Like, he would always be coming for us when it was none of our faults. Well, it might have been like one of our faults, but like, he would be coming at the whole class when one person did something wrong. And if we was doing like, oh my gosh, let's get into his presentations. So he would make us do presentations, right? And every project that we did, we had to present. And I would say it was very like building for myself. But back then, Kaden was not ready to present. Kaden was a little bit everywhere. You know, I have said multiple times that I wasn't in a good headspace in 2019. But I was not ready to present. He would make us present every project. And he would be basing like off of our speech. And you know, I live in an area where you know, my family or some of my family members and most of the people around me, they have like a broken accent, kind of like the way that we talk. And he would be basing off of that, like what our grade was, and I didn't like that. You know, I say a lot, and that's a filler word that I like to use. He would be basing it off of that. I do not like that whatsoever. But you know, he's the teacher, so he does get to decide that. But I didn't enjoy his teaching style. I didn't like it. The first time around it was okay, but the second time around, would not recommend taking his class. I don't know why they made us take freshman seminar at early college, but I would not take it again. So then 4th period, our 4th period teacher was really chill, laid back. She how do I describe her? She's a very nice person. She's definitely one of those people who are a little bit more, you know, like out there. You know, she has a lot of thoughts that are very interesting. And she's definitely the teacher that I would say was my favorite teacher in the 2nd semester. Just because how chill and laid back she was. Like, if I asked her to do something, she would let me. I really liked her teaching style. It was like she would teach a lot, but then sometimes we would watch videos. Oh, we got to watch Mulan. And we watched another movie in that class, but I can't remember what it was. And I just enjoyed her class overall. She was a super nice person, and I can't wait to take her 2nd class, because basically, like, the teachers, we have like 11 teachers at my school throughout all the grade levels, and we take teachers like over, like, we have a teacher at least twice, I think. So yeah. And then moving on to, okay, so that's all my teachers, but there's something that the teachers came together and agreed upon that I haven't really, like, I think I did talk about it in my cheating episode of the podcast, but we're gonna talk about it here. So there was this thing that happened where some people cheated. I don't know the details because I wasn't even there that day, and in the video I did say some things that was wrong, so I am gonna take credibility for that. But if I make a video and I say something that's not correct, don't be coming at me, barking at me, and telling me to take my video down, because first off, I own my channel. You don't own my channel. You can't tell me what videos I need to take down. So don't be texting my personal number saying that, because that's the way to get blocked. Okay? That's the way to get. Now, at the time and in the moment, I wasn't in place to be telling nobody off. But now, if you message me and tell me to take my video down, we about to scrap it out. Okay? Because I don't play that. But you know, there was some stuff that happened. I'm not gonna get into the details because I wasn't there that day. I think I was sick or I had a dentist appointment or something. But there was some cheating that went on because there was a substitute who wasn't paying attention. First off, let's backtrack to the substitute that was there that day. He did not pay attention to the class, so it should be partially his fault because from what I was told, and the day that he was there with me, he did not pay attention, and this was after all the cheating stuff. He was over there on his phone the whole time. He passed out them papers and being in class, and he was over there on his phone. So we should blame most of it on the substitute, but like the people still did do, you know, so they should still have some blame. But the first error was the substitute. So there was some cheating that went on, you know, people was taking pictures of stuff and sending it to other people and then got around to the whole school. And then somebody told their mother, and their mother called out to the school. I don't know who it was, but they called out to the school and all the teachers found out. And the teachers came together and decided a proper way to handle the situation would be to take everybody's phone. Now, if you know me, you know, I ain't gonna mess with your stuff, and I don't even really sneak on my phone in class. If the teachers say no phones, then I'm not gonna be on my phone. Like, I might get on it if she walks out because, you know, she's not in a classroom. But if she's in the classroom, like, actually teaching, I'm never gonna be on my phone, just out of respect. Especially if the teacher has respect for me, then I'm gonna have respect for her and not be on my phone. But I don't mess with your stuff, so don't be messing with mine. So, you know, they decided that. And then I came back the next day, you know, I thought everything was fine. Like, none of my friends told me about what happened, and this happened on Friday, so I came back that Monday. So on Monday, I sat down in class, and our first period teacher tells us that he's going to take all of our phones. Now, I didn't even like this teacher to begin with, but now that he was taking my phone, I didn't even like, I was like, you know what? And he didn't really like explain the situation to us. He was just like, here, put your phone in this box. So I put my phone in there, and definitely if I had it to do over again, like current Kaden was in the situation, Kaden wouldn't put his phone in there. He would act like he didn't have it. But you know, Kaden Magnian was a very innocent person, and he put his phone in the box. But you know, our teacher didn't really explain it. So we went on to second period, and she was the one that explained it. She was like, there was some cheating, and I'm taking up all of you guys' phones. This is for the rest of the school year. And it pissed me off so genuinely, so much. But I didn't express myself at them because, like, I wasn't in the place to do that. But, you know, they went around the situation the wrong way. But she took up all of our phones, and I did not understand why. And then, you know, all the other teachers, they took up all of our phones, and they gave us this huge talk about cheating and integrity. But I mean, like, I wasn't even there. I was at my house eating a Pop-Tart when that thing happened. I was not in the premises of the school, so why is my phone being taken? Neither was I sent a picture of the test. And she ended up changing the test in the first place. So why would she sit there and why would they sit there and decide to take up everybody's phone when the test was changed? Nobody's grades was put in. Exactly. And it just makes no sense to me why everybody's phones was taken when only 2 or 3 people did it. Like, I can't stand that stuff. If I ain't do nothing, don't be coming up here accusing me of doing something, first off, or punishing me for doing something that I didn't even do. I had no partake in none of that mess. And that really pissed me off on a whole nother level. And I wish that I was back there now so I could, you know, tell them how I felt. But you know, it didn't make any sense that they was taking my phone for something I didn't do. I wasn't even in the area when it happened. So please explain to me how that makes sense. How you gonna take my phone? First up, take my phone that my mom and my daddy bought for me. You gonna take it? What sense does that make? First off, Exactly. My mom and my daddy bought me that phone for me to use, for me to enjoy, for me to call them if I need something. That's what they bought me that phone for. They ain't buy it for me to go to school and cheat or go to school and have my phone turned off. Because first off, we ain't even going to talk about that. But that's the topic for a whole nother video that we could talk about later on. But that's all for today's video. If you guys liked it, don't forget to like and subscribe. That's my school story time. And that was ranking my teachers and my story time. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me calm down. I genuinely got really worked up. But I don't know when this video is going to be up. But like I said, I did film this on the same day that I filmed the last video, so I am wearing the same t-shirt. And yeah, I think this video will be up on probably on Friday, because my upload schedule is currently Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. But I'm trying to think, is there anything else? I don't think so. But I don't know why I say so much. But yeah, bye.